and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. I've never been so excited to be disappointed. Today we begin our 25 days of advent calendar countdown, where for 25 days on my channel we do nothing but advent calendar unboxings, and usually they're pretty bad. I look forward to doing this on my channel every single year, and if you guys like advent calendars and you guys like unboxing and you guys also like being disappointed, then go ahead and please consider subscribing and stick around because we're going to be doing at least 25 videos worth of advent calendars. And I thought we might go ahead and start this year with what launched our advent calendar unboxings on this channel, which is the Sephora Advent Calendar. This will be the 4th year we're unboxing it together on this channel, and I assume it's going to be the exact same as the past 3. When it comes to advent calendars, Sephora is nothing but consistent. So let's go ahead and get on into the Wishing You Advent Calendar by Sephora. But wait, there's more. Sephora said, hey, you know what? I know over the past 3 years we've given you just the most like mediocre, unimpressive, disappointing advent calendar, but what if we did that again, but then also we made another one? You didn't get enough like tiny sample things and hair baubles in this calendar? Well, we got you covered. We got a second one. So today we will be going through both advent calendars. This one is supposed to count down to Christmas, and this one is supposed to be for like after Christmas, but we're just gonna go ahead and unbox it anyway because why not? What I am a little bit intrigued about is this is a $45 advent calendar, but this year the value of it is $105. I think last year it was $70, so I can't imagine what they put in here to give us like an extra 30 bucks worth of value. Oh, that's the wrong side. Oh, look at that, it's a pop-up book. Well, that's kind of fun. This looks like a birthday party at the skating rink to me. This entire packaging here it doesn't really read Christmas. I feel like their advent calendars typically don't read Christmas. Last year it was like Jungle Cats. I'm not 100% sure what exactly they are wishing us. It just says wishing you, and then it's kind of like vague after that. If this is at all directed towards me, I'm sure it's like wishing you your demise. Wow, I can't believe another year has passed, but we're about to go ahead and get into our 4th annual Sephora Advent Calendar, starting here with day number 1. Well, that's a pretty good puncture. What is it? I'm too nervous to even look. Wow. Oh my, starting off here super strong with a little beauty blender. It looks a little bit like a marshmallow peep, just like minus the face. It also looks slightly like Mr. Peanut. It has seen better days, but I'm sure it would puff up with some water. It feels like a very standard beauty sponge. Moving right along here to day number 2, show us the big money. Oh, okay. So the next thing we have in here is just a tiny little tube. This is the Sephora All Day Hydrator Hydrate and Glow. I guess it's a moisturizer. It doesn't really say. It's a hydrator. You get 0.33 fluid ounces of it, and though this tube is pretty small, I do think that there is like a decent amount of product in it, which is nice. It is from a 96% natural origin, and it's unscented, so yes. Very exciting. Oh, I will say, as we're moving on here to day 3, it kind of reminded me on their website, this does have a 3-star review, which is better than their original calendar that we unboxed, which was like a 1.2 star review or something. So maybe we truly will see something better and different here from Sephora this year. All right, day number 3. Oh, I ripped it already. What is that? A sawed off hunk of a toilet paper roll? What is that? But okay, is this washi tape? Is there a roll of tape in here? Oh my heavens, it's washi tape. They said, you know what, stickers, like actual die cut kind of like cute stickers, that would be probably too expensive and too difficult. Let's just give them the tiniest little roll of washi tape. I mean, the roll itself looks like it's big, but there's barely any tape actually on here. And it has that strange design on it. Like for some reason, Sephora is just very like against doing traditional looking Christmas stuff. So this to me looks like fish in the ocean. Is it fish in the ocean? Are these supposed to be little Christmas fish? Can you see that little guy right there? Is he blowing bubbles? Sephora, why are we getting like summertime fish tape inside of an advent calendar? What an unusual thing. Oh, I think it's appropriate to put inside an advent calendar. If it were like a crafting calendar or something, I think that would make total sense, but this is like a beauty calendar, so it doesn't really. The only thing I'm thinking of is that maybe you could use this to like tape your eyeballs to put on eyeshadow. That's an interesting choice. What an interesting choice, Sephora. Wow. I wonder if this tape is where that extra, you know, value was coming from, because that's something different. We haven't seen that before. Alrighty, day number 4. Is that a makeup product I see, Sephora? Oh my goodness, how nice of you to include a makeup product in your beauty advent calendar. So we have a little eyeshadow here. This is in the shade No Place Like Home, which is a very interesting name for an eyeshadow like this. This is a very just pale kind of silvery shade. I would expect No Place Like Home to be like red or something, like as a Wizard of Oz reference. It's just kind of like a little pale silvery shimmery shade. How did I not know these were magnifying glasses? Oh my goodness, I need to keep a Sephora eyeshadow around to help me you read the packaging of products I unbox? It's literally a magnifying glass. Wow. Eggplant. Alrighty, next up here we have day number 5. Ooh, this is something a little bit different. What is this? Oh, it's a mascara. Okay, so that's something fairly familiar. It just has a different packaging to it. I don't recall if we have received mascara before in Sephora. I almost said Play. Ooh, that was a long time ago. In a Sephora Advent Calendar, but this is Big by Definition mascara from Sephora, and I feel like this is a little bit different. So okay, we got some things here. We got some tape and some mascara. I actually like the packaging on this. I think it's kind of cute. What a strange smell. Oh, Play-Doh. We have a fairly standard looking brush here, and it is just black mascara, but you know, it's a makeup product. 2 makeup products so far in here, Sephora. Oh my goodness, you're spoiling us this year. Alrighty, day number 6 is up next. Let's see if we can keep the good times rolling with some more more makeup. Aha! They have begun. Okay, so the next thing we have here is one piece of a face mask. I feel like Sephora really likes to do this in their advent calendars where they just kind of piece you together a full-size sheet mask. They don't put a full-size sheet mask on any of the days, but they give you like the elements to kind of build your own. It's like IKEA. You go in, you don't actually buy the furniture that's put together, you go to that warehouse. They give you a box with 1,000 different pieces in it and you take it home and you do it yourself. It's kind of the same concept here with Sephora. If history repeats itself, they're going to be giving us just different like sections of a mask that we can just create on our own, you know? Starting off here, we have the under eye section of our mask. This one looks like it is a nice coffee one. It's some nice caffeine underneath your eyes to kind of liven them up a little bit. I currently have my caffeine right here. It is also 12:38 a.m. I feel like our late night coffee sessions, you and I, they're just getting later and later. Should probably do something about that, but that's okay. 7, where art thou? 7, okay, moving on here to day number 7 in the corner. Ow. What is it? Ooh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not what I was anticipating, but I should have. I should have known this was in here because it's in here every year. So next up in here, we have just the classic Sephora itty bitty tiny little mirror. It looks like it's done with one of those like make it yourself button makers. You know, the things you can like slide like any picture or piece of fabric into and like pull the lever and you make a button. It looks almost exactly like that. It's just missing the pin on the back. And to replace the pin, instead we just have the tiniest little mirror. How is it already so dirty? Is that from my own fingers? I've barely touched this thing and it is filthy. I personally like to call these things teeth checking mirrors because you can only look at one small portion of your face at a time. So you can kind of like look around there and see if you got any broccoli stuck in your teeth or anything. I mean, you can look at other areas of your face, but you kind of gotta do like one of these. You can't really just like look at it because you get like, you know, double vision happening. So you just gotta close one eye and kind of, you know, stare back like this. All right, day number 8 is up next. I just can't imagine what this door holds in store for us. What is that? Oh, I know exactly what this is. Oh, Sephora, you've trained me well. I know exactly what this was just by touching the top of it. Next up here, we just have one tiny little Nespresso pod worth of shower gel. This is in the scent Cotton Flower. And that's another thing. I feel like nothing they put inside these advent calendars, and sometimes like the entire advent calendar themselves, makes sense for Christmas. Like, could you not make this like a different scent? Could you not come out, like make your own, since this all is your own brand, a limited edition Christmas scent? Like if I pulled this out and I was like, oh, gingerbread man kisses, I'd be like, well, you know, at least they tried. But no, we have a tiny little one-time use pod of creamy body wash and the scent of cotton. Ooh, okay, so day number 9 here, we have a kind of big door, so maybe we'll get some kind of like makeup product or something in it. We did! How exciting! And also entirely expected, because I think we got the same exact one last year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's like a slightly different shade, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely was one of these Sephora lip products, which I personally really do like these. I think they stay put really well. The color is really nice and pigmented. They don't feel too terrible on your lips either. This is their cream lip stain. I got mine in the shade 01. So, red, I guess. It does look like a very nice red. I standardly don't wear too many bright, vibrant reds, but I mean, it's a makeup product and I think it's a full size, so there is something. And serenading you guys in the background with his lovely little snores. Alrighty, moving on here to day number 10. Let's see what we have. Oh, I think we're putting our puzzle pieces together here, folks. We have another portion of our mask. Ooh, watermelon. I do love watermelon. Sephora. You are doting upon us this year, Sephora. Is this a full-size face mask? We don't have to build our own. We don't have to DIY our face mask out of other little sections. We can put a full one on. Ryan, are you just as shocked as I am? Can you believe it? No, you can't, can you, buddy? So we actually have a full watermelon sheet mask here. This is derived from 95% natural ingredients, and yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I don't typically use face masks, but I'm so excited to see a full one in here. And I do love watermelon. Watermelon's very good. Watermelon, very yummy. So that's, yeah, exciting. Woohoo! Maybe I'm starting to see that extra $30 in value. You know, you got a tape, mascara, a full-size face mask. Heck yeah, Sephora, heck yeah. Okay, day number 11 up here. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's just a little itty bitty tiniest thing of eye cream. Okay, now unlike that first little tube that we pulled out, I think this one is pert near empty. This is supposed to have 0.16 fluid ounces of eye cream in it, but it feels like there's pretty much nothing. We have a brightening eye cream here from Sephora's own brand. Again, all this stuff will be Sephora brand, and you think that would mean that they could put more value and good things into their advent calendar, but they choose not to. Ooh, okay, so here we have a long kind of door for day number 12. Hopefully we get something good in it. Is it? It's empty. Okay, so I'm assuming from all of my like karate chopping into the advent calendar, day number 12 has probably fallen down in there somewhere. But what if I maybe just like, oh, this is something just fell out. So we'll just go with this for day number 12. So the next item we have here is a little itty bitty tiny lip liner. At least this does actually match the lipstick, or it appears to match the lipstick. Yeah, it is in a red shade. It is a sharpenable little mini on-the-go lip liner. I feel like I'm fairly certain we did receive one of these last year as well. I mean, I should be fairly certain. They just recycle the same junk over and over again every single year. And for some reason, I still buy it and we unbox it here on the channel. Day number 13 is at the top here. It also is kind of elongated, so we could have some more fun makeup maybe. I should have known, I should have known. I need to like collect up these things. I need to keep all of my years of like Sephora mirrors and nail files, because I feel like I'm gonna have many of them throughout my life, and that would just be such an odd collection to have, you know? The next thing we have in here is our classic standard little Sephora nail file. So we have the little pattern that matches the theme of the calendar for this year, and I do understand that it is kind of holiday winter-esque, but it still almost looks like a fishbowl. I mean, there's acorns in there, but like, it still looks like a fishbowl. And I just can't imagine that things like this cost them more than like 15 cents. Maybe less. 13.7 cents a thing to make. Like, there's no way that this stuff costs nearly any money. When you go into places like Alibaba, or you're buying like bulk wholesale from overseas and they're gonna ship it to you like in mass quantities, things cost barely anything. And you can get them personalized. I just feel like these things could not cost a lot of money, and they really can't add much true value to the advent calendar. I mean, to me, this is more valuable than this. This should be free. This should be free at any Sephora. I should be able to walk into any Sephora and be like, hello, can I have one Nespresso pod of bath wash, please? And they'd just be like, here, this is for you. You don't have to buy a $45 advent calendar. You can have it. Because you can use this one time and then it's gone, but at least you can file your nails and look at your teeth a couple times. That rant was too long and now I don't remember where we were. I think maybe 14. So let's move over here to 14. This is a very square looking door, and I'm just waiting at any moment to pull out a hair bobble. You know, one that looks like an old school telephone cord. My assumption, my guesstimation is that number 14, it's a hair bobble. All right, let's go ahead and see if I am correct. What am I feeling here? What is that? Oh no, it's another tiny little piece of mask. This feels like nothing. This feels like somebody accidentally rolled up trash and put it in the advent calendar. Like, as they were putting together the advent calendar, somebody was like, oh, don't need that receipt anymore, and someone grabbed it and shoved it right in. But there is actually something inside, and it is one singular charcoal nose strip. So it actually isn't a mask piece after all. It is a singular nose strip. Day number 15 is up next here. Let's see what we have. I like just trying to like poke it a little bit to see if I can guess what it, oh, I already know. I already know. We got ourselves another Nespresso pod. We don't. My goodness, Sephora, I underestimated you. This is in the shade Flawless, and this honestly looks exactly like an eyeshadow we received once upon a time from Sephora. It's a very nice, just super, super neutral, pale, beigey looking color. I mean, it's a nice shade. It's just very neutral. I doubt it would show up on my skin tone too much, but yeah, it's kind of pretty. Ooh, 16 down here. It looks kind of promising. It is a bigger square door, so let's... At first I thought, Oh wow, they actually gave us some type of Christmas packaging. This looked like greenery, like Christmas greenery at first, maybe like a nice like fir tree or something. It's definitely green. It is greenery. The next thing we have here is a little pack of hemp cleansing wipes. These are 99% natural origin. Wow. And you get 10 little towels. How absolutely cute. How tiny and small. Okay, day number 17 is up next. What we got here? Is this one of their little egg nail polishes that we get every single year? Well, by golly it is. The next item we have here is a little nail polish. They come in these little egg shapes, which I think is kind of cute. We'll be on an egg hunt here in just a second. It's like it's Easter. So there's literally always 2 of these polishes inside the calendars. I can't remember in calendars past if we have received 2 color nail polishes though. This time we get clear, which is just so exciting. So I'm hoping the other one is some type of fun color or maybe even a Christmassy color, Sephora. All right, day 18 is up next. We're coming to the end of this advent calendar, guys. It's a good thing there's a second one because I just don't want the fun to end. 18. Oh, it looks like we have a little bit of a migration here, but I'm assuming we have another piece to the puzzle. I feel like I'm Nicolas Cage in National Treasure, just finding all the puzzle pieces, putting together all the clues. Our next little puzzle piece here is the lip portion of our mask. It is a cherry lip mask. That sounds actually kind of nice. I'm hoping these taste okay. I didn't even think about that. Do lip masks taste good? Because I feel like a regular sheet mask doesn't taste very good. So if you put it on your mouth, I don't think that would be too super tasty. Alrighty, day number 19 is up next. Am I seeing the very tip edge of another Nespresso pod? Stop giving one-time use things. Most everything in these calendars is a one-time use thing, and I think that's a little silly. It is. We have another Nespresso pod here full of more body wash. Also, I don't think this is a very generous portion of body wash, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, this definitely isn't all the way full, and that's not a lot of body wash. If I'm gonna use a nice smelly good body wash, like I wanna like foam up. I want a creamy lather all over me. I want to be like covered in sudsy bubbles. No, no, that's not what I want to be covered in. Sudsy bubbles. I feel like this is just not an adequate amount of body wash to give inside of an advent calendar for a full day. Day number 20 looks like it could potentially be exciting. It is a larger long door, so let's see what we got. Why is it fluffy? I shoved my little finger in there and I felt fluff, so that should be interesting. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I found the egg. I accidentally did a little Easter egg hunting without intending to, and I found the other egg, but what we're gonna be pulling out for today is this fuzzy little thing. At first, I was like, that's the smallest headband I've ever seen. There's no way that I'm gonna get that on my head. It would be like that watermelon challenge, you know, with like the rubber bands around the watermelons and it pops. That would be me trying to get this around my head. But it's a scrunchie. The thing is, I also can't fit this on my hair. Do you see how big that hole is? This looks like a whole donut. That's a bagel. You see how big that is? That's a full bagel. And if it was like looped over, like I'm assuming it's supposed to be, like that total is bigger than my whole head bun. Like if my whole hair is in a bun, that is bigger than it. I mean, it's fine. And is it better than a hair bobble? You bet your bobbles it is. If I saw one more of those tiny little telephone cord hair things in my calendars, I was gonna freak out. It is an improvement on that, and it's kind of making me hungry. It looks so much like a baked good. All right, day number 20 is up next. We are getting very close to the end here, but again, we have the second calendar, so we're all good. Ooh, another little squeezy tube of a Sephora beauty product. This one also feels very not filled. This is a clean skin gel, and I'm a little bit confused just from the front as of what it's supposed to do. So is it like a cleansing gel? It just says clean skin gel. It doesn't say like you're supposed to wash your face with it, but I'm assuming that's what it is, right? Wet skin, massage over face and eyes. Eyes? I feel like most cleansers like typically say like avoid your eyes, but this one's like, well, you wash those puppies, you wash them eyeballs with this. All right, 22 here is in a little bit of a long door, so maybe it's something interesting. Rip this thing absolutely to shreds. Okay, so the next item we have in here is a staple. Yet again, we have a black little tiny liner, of course from Sephora, and this I'm sure is just a wooden sharpenable liner. Yes, it is. I draw my tooth. Okay, Okay, so we had a little bit of a sneak peek here for 23 because I got a little carried away just ripping things off. So let's go ahead and reveal 23, which is another tiny little egg of nail polish. This one is red. It matches the lipstick and it matches the lip liner, so that's nice. It is kind of like a holiday color, so you know there's something here. We're getting like a holiday connection a little bit, and at least there is a theme with the red. So yeah, little tiny nail polish. It's kind of cute. At least it's not single use, like a single use nail polish. If Sephora could figure out a way to make a single use nail polish and put it inside this advent calendar, I fully trust and believe that they would. Wow, you guys, this has just been so much fun. I can't believe we are already on the last day. So here's to hoping it's something just truly magnificent. So we have day number 24, the last day of the calendar countdown. This should be like the big papa out of everything inside of the advent calendar. So let's go ahead and see what it is. I'm a little nervous. Oh, I see bubble wrap. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. Oh, very mysterious. All right, Sephora, you're surprising us this year. This is the first time we've ever received anything in bubble wrap, so this is kind of exciting. Oh. Alrighty, so the very last item in here, day number 24, the big papa of everything inside the advent calendar. We have a little gua sha. Gua sha. This is made out of some type of stone, I'm assuming. It looks very stone-like. I don't know. It has like a nice click to it. It's not plastic, so that's good. It feels like there is a little bit of quality to it. It's kind of pretty. I like whatever material this is. Maybe quartz? No, I know nothing about rocks. This is different for Sephora, and that makes me excited. Sephora put something in here that has not been in any of the advent calendars at least we have done together before. So this is kind of an exciting moment. This is a very pivotal moment here for Sephora. I feel like maybe next year we'll get like all different things, or probably not, but one can hope. Because right now we have like a couple of things we've seen 1,000 times and then like a couple new things. So that's exciting, you know, tape and a rock. But yeah, that's the very last thing in our Sephora advent calendar. So it's very exciting, very exciting. But we're not finished yet, folks, because Sephora said, you know what? No, that's not enough. We have to give the people more of what they want, which is our leftover stock of a bunch of tiny samples that's built up in a warehouse somewhere that we really need to get rid of before they expire. So let's give them a second advent calendar. They'll love it. They'll eat it right up. So this calendar is $25 with a $72 value, which is much more reasonable for a $70 value calendar to pay only $25 for it. That's what all of these calendars should cost. This calendar that I just opened right then and there should be $25. The end. Should this one be $25? I don't know yet. I've never done this one before, so this is exciting. Let's go ahead and get on into here. Oh, it looks kind of interesting. That's fun. Because this is like an extension of the first calendar, it goes from day 26 to 31. So we'll start here in this little section with day 26. And I do think you're supposed to get 2 things per day. So let's see what we got here. What is it, penguins? Oh no, it's rocks. I told you guys I didn't know anything about rocks. I thought these were penguins. Also, Sephora! What the heck? Why do we already have a repeat of something in the first calendar? This wasn't like a separate calendar. This wasn't like, oh, here's a 12-day calendar and here's a 24-day calendar and you can buy them separate. This was like an extension of the first one. Why would you already give us a repeat? We got another little pod here in the same scent, Monoi, and yeah, so a repeat. And then we got a little pack here of wipes, which do not have penguins on them, which is highly disappointing to me. These technically are kind of the same product as the greenery ones. These are charcoal, so at least they're a little bit different, but this is just straight up a repeat. Alrighty, moving on here to day 27. I do actually like how this is set up. I like the little boxes and like the sections and stuff. That's pretty fun. Sephora, you're pulling my leg right now. Who thought this was a good idea? What genius at Sephora HQ was like, you know what? We do the same calendar every year. What about if we do the same calendar twice in 1 year? So we have another repeat. Here is another little tube of all-day hydrator. So we have eye patches, which we have already seen, but they're like in watermelon, like the full sheet mask is. So it's like 2 different things that we've already seen like mushed together, but they're slightly different, so I'll give them that. Day 28, let's see what we got here. This one says for delicious lips. Oh, they say things on the outside. This one says let's get hydrated, and the first one was time for a new start. New start. We received a repeat on the very first day. New? We're talking about new. The same start. It's all the same. This one is for delicious lips, so I'm gonna there's lip mask in here for sure, right? Yeah. And it's the same exact one. They didn't even attempt. I was wondering when one of these was gonna pop up because we get one of these in every single Sephora advent calendar. It's one of these little lip balms, which I'm a little bit excited about this because I do love me some watermelon. Again, has absolutely nothing to do with the holiday season at all whatsoever. Watermelon is very much so a summertime thing. Ooh, Ooh, that was a nice pop. Ah, it is nice and watermelony, so I probably will actually keep and use this because I really like watermelon, so I wouldn't mind tasting it on my lips. All right, section 29 here. This one says, pink is the new chic. Okay, so this could be a pretty interesting little section. We have something wrapped up in paper, and then we also have a very nice looking liquid lipstick. Wait, where's the magnifying glass? I still can't see it. I really wonder why they don't give you like actual shade names on here, but this is in the shade 13, and I think this is actually pretty. I think this is actually pretty pretty. But yeah, that's a very pretty shade. It's pulling a little bit more pink, I think, on the camera, but in real life, it is definitely on the more like purpley mauve side. I just smeared it literally all over my hand to try to make sure it didn't get all over me, and now it is actually all over me. And then next up in that little section, we have something that looks kind of exciting. So this is wrapped up in some paper. Oh, it's a blush! I'm fairly certain this is the very first time we have ever received a blush in a Sephora Advent Calendar, and this is actually a really nice shade as well. It's in the shade Shame on You. Do you think that's a little bit of like self-deprecation? Like they know they've done wrong, so they're like subconsciously putting a shame on you color inside this advent calendar because like they know what they're doing. They know what's up. They know these calendars aren't good, but they still do it every single year without shame. So maybe this is like a little like self-reflection inside the calendar. All right, section number 30 here. We have hands on fleeks. Let's see what we got. Hopefully it's a hand mask. Sephora. What? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you have an extension of a calendar? Like this is intended to be purchased alongside the original calendar. That's why the countdown starts at 26. Why? Why would you do this, Sephora? Why would you give us the same exact stuff in a calendar that I can't even think? I can't even process why you would do this. It doesn't make any sense to me. At least switch it up. Make this like a green nail polish or like a sparkly nail polish. That would have been nice. And then done literally anything else besides this nail file. And then finally, section 31 here. This feels incredibly lightweight. This is glam time, so let's see what we're supposed to use in here to get glam. Ah yes, there could be nothing more glam than the same exact pale kind of silvery sparkly shade that we got earlier and this sharpenable wooden black eyeliner. Just like, can you think of anything that's more glam than that? I don't think I can. You know how easy it would have been to just give a different eyeshadow color? How easy? So you know what, I was talking a little crap just then, but this is actually somehow a different color. It looks nearly exactly the same as the last one that we got, but this one's in satin corset. Am I just like going insane, or are these not like the same exact shade? Are these not the same thing? But this is the same exact black eyeliner. Like again, you couldn't do anything different. You couldn't pick anything different. Do you only make one color of eyeliner? You couldn't pop in a sparkly eyeliner? Something a little bit more glam, something a little bit more different, something a little bit not the exact same one that we just received? Sephora, what is this? Why did you think this was a good idea? Who approved this? I'm just trying to imagine like the scenario of your creative team coming to you and being like, all right, you know what fam? So here's the thing. We sell the same crappy advent calendar every single year, right? What if we trick them? What if we trick them into buying 2 of the same crappy advent calendar? Think about all of the stuff that we don't sell during the year, all of our samples, all those things tucked away that we can get rid of in one fell swoop. And what's so great about it is we'll tell them that the second one is a continuation of the first one and they'll feel compelled to buy both of them, even though they're basically the same thing. And then the head bigwig is like, genius! And now here we are, $70 worth of advent calendars for the same crap twice. But you know what? That's what this is all about. That's what this series is all about. Us coming together, unboxing these advent calendars, going through the crappy ones, finding the few gems, and just enjoying the experience. I enjoy this experience even though these calendars aren't great. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!